So there's a sporting event that they have over in England that I think there's going to be a lot of MRIs and cortisone shots from. That I've never been to this sporting event, but I want to go really bad. Someday I'm going. It is in Gloucester, England. And they have this thing at this very steep hill where they fling cheese down a hill and you run after the cheese. This is a race I can get behind. Chasing cheese down a hill. Now, if you've never seen it, it's called Cooper's Hill. And it is a very steep hill. It's a 70-degree drop, right? So this is 90 degrees. Here's 70, like right there, okay? It's very steep. So the people that are in it have to start sitting on their bottoms. You have to start at the top of the hill, and then they blow a whistle, and then the cheesemonger comes out and rolls a 9-pound wheel of cheese down the hill, and then everybody runs after it. And then whoever crosses the finish line first gets to keep the cheese. That's it. Just chasing cheese down the hill. It sounds simple, but it's really not. So remember, 70-degree drop off, 9 pounds of cheese. This is dangerous cheese. Okay, it's going really fast. They had to put these safety fences along the side because the spectators kept getting knocked out cold. And so people that are in the race get hurt all the time, like torn ACLs and broken collarbones. They get hurt all the time. The woman that won it last year to cross the finish line completely unconscious. It's true. She was out cold. So I guess she hit her head up here, and then velocity and gravity, and I guess Jesus just carried her over the finish line, and she woke up in the tent just holding the cheese. She said, I don't know what happened, but now I've got the cheese. Now, to be fair, like all good sporting events, there's some drinking involved. The people who watch the race and the people who participate, everybody gets they pregame hard. They pregame on the local cider that they call Scrumpy. So they're all drunk on the Scrumpy, and I guess it probably helps prevent some injuries. It helps the ragdoll effect as you're going down the hill. I think this cheese race would not even exist if it weren't for drinking 600 years ago when they started it. There was like 3 dudes that came home drunk out of the tavern, and one of them had some cheese, and they got over to Cooper's Hill, and one of them said, I'm gonna roll that cheese down there and y'all run after it. And whoever catches it can take it home. His wife was pissed. So I think, we couldn't have this event here. We couldn't have it in America because corporate sponsorships would ruin it. We'd have the Budweiser cheese blimp and dancing cheeses. We would just ruin it. I like that it's a pure athletic event. Just a bunch of very nice drunk English people chasing cheese down a hill. I think that's wonderful. I would like to go someday. Because this is what we have in America. Now, who's college football fans? Any college football fans here? Yes? Okay. We have the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Pop-Tarts now sponsors a college football bowl game. Real bowl game, Pop-Tarts Bowl. They have an edible mascot. This guy danced through the whole game last year, and at the end of the game, they rolled a giant toaster out to midfield, and they played Donna Summer Looking for Some Hot Stuff tonight. And they toasted him, and the winning team ate him. That's the Pop-Tarts Bowl. My favorite food-sponsored bowl game of college football is the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. It's in Charlotte, North Carolina. Lovely. I think it's wonderful. The Duke's Mayonnaise people know it's weird. They said, we know most people don't aspire to a mid-tier bowl game sponsored by a condiment. We understand. Now, most college football bowl games, the winning coach gets doused by Gatorade. Oh, no. Not the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Giant sheetrock bucket of mayonnaise. They won't let him do it on the field because it would ruin the AstroTurf. I think if you got that much mayonnaise on AstroTurf, you'd have to buy a new stadium at that point. So they make the coach stand over by a drain. Congratulations, you won the Duke's Mayonnaise Bowl. Stand here, don't move. So I love being down south because I live in Maine. I can't get Duke's mayonnaise up there. And Southerners, we're very particular about mayonnaise. I see some nods in here. Everybody's really loyal to their mayonnaise brand. People will cut you. Duke's mayonnaise, people will cut you if you tell them Hellmann's is better. Just trust me on this one. There's a big war between Hellmann's and Duke's. My grandmother had the best explanation as to why Duke's mayonnaise was the better, and she only bought that. So she said, Karen, Duke's mayonnaise is made in South Carolina. It's Southern mayonnaise. Hellmann's is made in New York City. It's Yankee mayonnaise. Duke's was invented by Eugenia Duke. It's Southern Lady mayonnaise. Hellmann's was invented by Richard Hellman, Yankee Man mayonnaise. And he moved to New York City around 1930, Yankee Man Nazi mayonnaise. And she's not gonna buy it. So no one knows where Miracle Whip is made. Right? Nobody knows, or even what's in it, right? We don't know. Miracle Whip is the cousin Oliver of mayonnaises. It's not really in the family, but he's about to mess up a bunch of stuff right there. So I love traveling all over the country, and the Midwest, y'all, people love mayonnaise. Any Midwesterners here? Yes. Yo, love the I love it. Midwesterners are great. They love mayonnaise as much as Southerners do. I went to this luncheon, and these ladies had made the food for us, and they were so sweet. And this one lady was sharing to me her recipe for salads, which were called salads. They were not salads. So she told me the first one. She said, this one's carrot and raisin salad. It's just carrots chopped up with raisins and mayonnaise in a bowl. This is the fruit salad. It says apples and grapes chopped up with mayonnaise in a bowl. This is our Jell-O salad. It's Jell-O with a dollop of mayonnaise in a bowl. You can just have the plain salad. It's just mayonnaise in a bowl. They also had something called loose meat sandwiches. I'd never heard of this before. Y'all know this? I don't know what it was. I said, this sounds like a bad fraternity party to me, a loose meat sandwich. I said, why is it loose? Is it escaped from somewhere? Does it have loose morals? What's wrong with the meat? And the lady said, it's so easy to make. You're just gonna ground your hamburger, you ground it in your pan with some onions. I said, oh, like a sloppy Joe? She goes, oh no, we're not gonna put any seasoning in it. We want it to be as bland as possible. We're not from California, for gosh sake. So I said, do you have mayonnaise I can put on this? Good Lord.